Pakistan's water crisis and its impact on housing. Pakistan is already declared a water-stressed country by the United Nations, where the water famine is already looming. This is notwithstanding the occasional devastating floods, one of which is just witnessed in the monsoon season of 2025. Pakistan is facing a deepening water crisis that touches every aspect of life, from drinking and cooking to farming, health, and housing. Water is not just a resource, it is the foundation of survival. Yet, the country is depleting its supplies faster than ever. Experts warn that without urgent intervention, Pakistan could soon confront extreme shortages, threatening food security, public health, and the very ability to build safe homes. The causes are multiple and interconnected. Pakistan's population has surged past 240 million, driving up demand for water in homes, industries, and farms. At the same time, supply is shrinking. The nation relies heavily on the Indus River system, fed by glaciers, monsoon rains, and seasonal floods. But climate change is disrupting this balance. Glaciers are melting too fast, rainfall is erratic, and droughts alternate with devastating floods. Some years bring destructive deluges, others leave fields cracked and rivers dry. Compounding the problem is gross mismanagement. Aging infrastructure leaks vast amounts of water, up to 40% in some cities. Irrigation methods remain outdated, wasting nearly 60% of agricultural water. Pakistan has few large reservoirs to store excess monsoon flows, allowing billions of cubic meters to drain uselessly into the sea. Meanwhile, groundwater is being mined at unsustainable rates. Tube wells have multiplied across Lahore, Karachi, and Islamabad, lowering water tables dangerously. In many areas, wells now run dry before the next rainy season. This crisis directly undermines housing, both in cities and villages. Urbanization is accelerating as millions flee rural hardship for city jobs. But cities lack the planning and infrastructure to keep pace. Slums and unplanned settlements mushroom without piped water or sanitation. In Karachi and Rawalpindi, families rely on expensive, unreliable water tankers, often selling contaminated water. Even middle-class neighborhoods suffer daily cuts. Homes must install costly pumps and rooftop tanks just to function, raising living costs and making housing less affordable. The best available estimates suggest Pakistan has 400 million acre-feet, MAF, or around 492 billion cubic meters of groundwater storage under the Indus Plains, but much of that is not necessarily usable or safe. But even this storage is rapidly depleting, creating a water crisis for Pakistan. New housing projects promise 24/7 water, but many cannot deliver. Developers tap into overburdened municipal systems, leading to broken promises and disillusionment. Construction itself suffers. Concrete, bricks, and mortar require water. When supply falters, building slows, or halts. Contractors pay more to truck in water, inflating home prices beyond reach for ordinary families. In rural areas, the impact is even harsher. Agriculture, the backbone of village life, depends on reliable water. With rivers drying and wells emptying, farmers abandon their land, swelling urban slums. Those who stay live without clean water or toilets. Children fall ill from preventable diseases like cholera. Women and girls walk miles daily to fetch water, sacrificing education and time that could be spent improving their homes or livelihoods. Water-related disasters compound the damage. The 2022 floods destroyed over 2 million homes. The damages of current floods of 2025 are being calculated. Even after waters recede, rebuilding is difficult. Soil remains saturated, contaminated, or salt intruded, especially along coastal seams. Rising groundwater tables and seawater encroachment make foundations unstable, rendering new construction risky or impossible. Climate change will only worsen this cycle. Scientists predict longer droughts, fiercer floods, and higher temperatures, all straining water systems further. Cities may collapse under population pressure if water scarcity isn't addressed. The poor, unable to afford private solutions like filters or tanker subscriptions, will bear the worst consequences. Solutions exist, but require bold, coordinated action. First, Pakistan must invest in storage, new dams, reservoirs, and small-scale catchments to capture monsoon water. Second, overhaul aging pipes and irrigation channels to cut waste. Third, promote water-saving technologies, drip irrigation for farms, low-flush toilets in homes, and rainwater harvesting in new buildings. Urban planning must transform. Future housing societies should integrate greywater recycling, permeable surfaces, and green spaces that recharge aquifers. Illegal extraction and river pollution must be halted with strict enforcement. Most importantly, public awareness must rise. People need to understand water's true value. Simple habits, fixing leaks, using buckets instead of showers, planting native trees, can collectively save millions of liters. This is not merely a water crisis. It is a housing crisis, a health crisis, a dignity crisis. Without water, homes cannot be built, cities cannot grow safely, and families cannot thrive. The taps may not run dry tomorrow, but they will, unless we act now. Pakistan's future depends not on more concrete, but on smarter water management. The time to act is not someday. It is today.